Hey and welcome to Not Only Hollywood. Today I'm going to review Mortal from 2020. This is a Norwegian action fantasy movie. A young woman who works as a psychologist becomes acquainted with a man who can summon storms and especially lightning. Is this the mighty Thor, or as we say in Norwegian, Thor med hammeren? But where is his hammer? Director André Øvredal has made several good movies, such as Trolljegeren, Troll Hunter from 2010, and The Autopsy of Jane Doe from 2016. But with Mortal, he drives off the cliff. This is an awful movie that stinks of garbage. I'm a Norwegian rapper living in the woods, and I've got one problem: you're standing on my shoes. My name is Thor and I have a mighty hammer. If you don't walk away, I'm gonna stick it up your ass. Eric, played by Nat Wolff, doesn't know who he is. He's in pain and he has powers in him he cannot control. But then he meets a young psychologist and she quickly realizes that there's something special about this young man. She tries to help him regain his memory and control his enormous powers. The atmosphere is good, but this is a boring movie with a capital B. Almost nothing of interest happens here. The movie is almost stagnant. Scene after scene lacks energy. There is a lack of progress, and you see several stupid and inexplicable scenes here. The scene where the psychologist makes a dangerous overtaking with her car is one of the dumbest scenes I have ever seen. What kind of nonsense is this? She must have a brain. She's a psychologist. As mentioned, there are almost none action scenes here. Scene after scene doesn't build up to anything. And when you think something big and exciting will happen on the bridge, this scene also disappoints. The entire scene is so poorly executed, where two policemen shout for several minutes that Eric has to lie down on the ground while he summons a big storm. This is a scene that lasts for an eternity. It never ends, and the climax it builds up to is a false orgasm. The characters are mostly weak, and a rude American shows up who takes command of the Norwegian military. What the hell is this nonsense? Okay, the Americans have become villains in modern movies in both Asian and European movies. That's funny and fitting, but I didn't buy this at all, that she had the authority to take command of the Norwegian military. The ending was as expected, and the shock value failed as you understand early in this sequence what will happen. And what happens in the very last scene says the most about this empty and very stagnant movie, which is one of the most boring movies I have watched over the last couple of years. The story could have been interesting had the execution been much better than this bore fest. From 1 to 10 I give Mortal a 1 out of 10. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next time. Sleep well.